Hello everyone, we'll be starting just very shortly. So, let me just get a quick thing sorted. Okay. There we go. Last thing I gotta do is do a little bit of tag touch up, because that's the worst part by far, really. Like, just in general. Done and done. Okay. Hello there, Bagel. Alright, time to go ahead and get rid of these. So, last couple of streams, things have progressed a bit. My average viewer count went up to 1.6 out of the total hours so far, so that's doing me a solid, but it's still got further to go, so time to stream more and see what I can pull off. Okay, so let me double check each unit, make sure it's all good, because I did actually have a little bit of a scare earlier. And that scare was, for some reason, one of my save files got corrupted. Now, thankfully, I did have a backup ready to go, and as such was able to fix it. But I want to make sure that that's not going to be a problem going forward, because while I'll still keep backups, I'd rather not have to go in and manually fix things if I don't need to. So, let's just you see these three saves where they're all basically the same. This is where I kind of had to keep touching things to try to fix it. So, okay, now there is one change I actually do have to make. Vixie said that she did have a class that she wanted specifically. And I need to see what the requirements for that particular class are going to be and start moving towards that direction. Oh, she can actually start it now, so... Noted. As soon as I finish Duelist for her, be moving on to Dancer, because she said she wanted to be a dancer or a bard. Well, originally she said bard. I'm like, well, bards don't really exist for female characters. They have the dancer class, which is basically the same, just it's gender locked. She said that was okay. Alright, so. What I think I'm going to do first, for my own sanity and everyone else's, I'm going to go through and see if there's any areas where I've missed any treasures. And also going to going to try to rush to go Gombab City so I can unlock the best shop and then start cleaning up the haunts. So I think... oh, pardon me, I don't know where that came from. I believe there's only one place where I don't have the treasure yet. Now, I'm just going to be completely honest. I also don't have that one, but for the same logic, basically, off camera, I just tried this mission, saw where the treasure was, and then exited out. So I know where the treasure is on that one, and then we'll be going back to the ship to do the same thing. To where we can collect all of the treasure. Because if I don't get all the treasure, it's going to bother me. On a spiritual level. Okay, so since this mission isn't really super important, I do have to check something. Does Zaro have the Zotsit unlocked? Okay, so I have to take him on this mission, and then he should have it unlocked afterwards. So Zaro has to go. And then myself, Daff, Washi, Reaper, Lizzie, Quacks, Sam, Vixie, and... Actually, let me see if there's anyone that would be really ill-suited for this. You might notice that a lot of people have different classes than they did last time. Yes, because off-screen, I did a lot of AP grinding to unlock better classes for people. I think I'm going to have Sam set this one out. Because Sam's not really going to be particularly fantastic on this mission as a sorcerer. I've already got a lot of magic units, and I don't want to overload it, especially not with this Zotsit having adaptive evasion, where you can't hit him with the same type of attack twice in a row. So I need units that can do different types of attacks. Either way... Oh, I actually get to go first. That is a rarity. Normally, I'm slow as hell. But I'm not really going to complain. I'm just deeply surprised that I get to go first. How do I have the highest speed score? Oh, I know why. Because I have the Soul Eater and the Soul Armor, since I've been getting kills, each of these boosts all of my stats. So even though normally my speed is pretty bad, those two things where they boost all stats based on the number of kills you have, as long as you're wearing them, has actually gotten me the ability to pick up the pace. That's what happened there. Okay, Washi. I guess go here and Falcon Flourish again. Falcon Flourish is really weak, but the fact that it's a melee ability that can hit at a really good range with no meaningful downside, very helpful because of that. Boomerang Bounce for 60 guarantee damage. Not upset by that at all. Reaper. Go here. Alright, I gave Reaper Aerial, so Reaper can just casually leap into the air. Okay, Focused Rage, go for the kill. Right now, I've just been using the strategy of pile each enemy individually, so they just get less turns overall. So I could just keep throwing things at them. Okay, this will work. And a miss, because of course. Lizzie's got Gambler now. Gambler is, it's an okay class, but it's very random, as the name Gambler would imply. Wild card, Spade, random debuff on an enemy. Poison. Okay. Quacks. Sonic Boom. 90%. Nice. Okay, Bagel is still notably the slowest unit that I have by a pretty wide margin. But that's a level thing, really. Bloody Dash, sure. How you made somebody bleed with a mace, especially a blunt mace, is a question I'd like the answer to. Also got a random guest for this battle, who I have no control over, but I'm sure they'll be mildly helpful. Oh, you have an explosive gun. Potion. Okay, fair. Wow, literally in one turn go from full to 1 HP because of counters and poison. Okay, well, I can't do Blood Nova because I did Void Blade on my first turn. So I guess I'll go here and try to get the free kill. Well, not free, 85% chance, but yeah. By the way, if you're wondering, that is a passive of the Dark Knight. The more debuffs a target has on him, of which that one had 4, the more damage I deal. By the way, this is where the treasure is. I literally would have never figured that out had I not just brute forced it with trial and error off camera. Okay, Washi. Honestly, there's not a lot Washi can do right here, so let's just have you throw a potion on Zaro. Kind of in an awkward position, to be completely honest. Although this is definitely a good idea. Mind up and haste to the character and all adjacent targets. Okay, Reaper, can you... Zol Beam would be kind of bad because it would hit some teammates, so... Focus Rage, 115% for a guarantee. Now, if only that could have been a crit. Okay, so I can't use regular attacks on that one anymore, because it is now immune to it, at least until it gets hit by something else. So, Daff... Go here. Is that enough MP to... No, I need 4 to summon a Vernal. Oh, hey Crystal. How's it going? Good to see you. Oh, I'm doing alright. Doing okay. Okay. Just be best to have Daff use Nameless one. But it's good to see you pop in. I'm always glad to have more people show up and say hi. Midnight for you, couldn't sleep, so you're here. I feel it. That is my life most days. I mean, it's only 7 p.m. for me, but that is my life most days. But hey, I'm glad you decided to pick here as your I cannot sleep location. That actually reminds me, Crystal, I owe you a unique unit. The rule is, because I don't know if I actually mentioned it anytime I was around you, but for all followers, if they want one, they're entitled to a unique unit in Felseal of their choice, and I will do my absolute best to make them as close to how you want them as I can. Which is why Daff is a summoner. What kind of units are there? Well, I have to ask, are you at all familiar with, like, Final Fantasy Tactics? Because that is basically this with the serial numbers filed off. If you haven't played that, then it's like your standard JRPG. Like Washi, one of my units is a duelist and an assassin. Think Glass Cannon. There's Daff, who is Magitech Elite, and Vessel, which is Summoner. Now, I do have a mod that actually makes some of the class names what their Final Fantasy Tactics names are. Like, my unit is a Dark Knight with vampire abilities. Stuff like that. Oh, she actually got teleported pretty much where I wanted them to be. Okay. Well, it depends entirely on what you mean. Do you mean like a humanoid dragon or a dragon dragon? Oh. Like a humanoid dragon type? There's something like that with like the sorcerer. They can use things like dragon's breath and such. Oh, dragoon. Dragoon. Yes, actually. I was thinking, it was like, yeah, dragoon is actually possible. It's not called a dragoon, but it is an option, yes. If that's what you want, I will do my best to oblige. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. There are dragoons in this game, basically, because there are classes that specialize in jumping and things like that that also use spears. So, yeah, that's definitely an option. Always like those kind of characters. I mean, hey, you like what you like. I'm not going to knock you for it. I mean, I'd be one hell of a hypocrite if I really judged people on the type of characters they like, considering my character is a vampire who is also a Dark Knight. So, you know, edgy as fuck, boy. I don't have room to talk. Is this my normal stream time? Yes, I'm normally streaming 7 p.m. EST, usually 4 to 5 times a week. I mean, I'd love to have you as a regular. I could definitely use more viewers and, you know, I mean, hey, a greater community, because normally I only have one person that actually talks here. And that's Bagel. Who, I mean, is cool and all, but one person does not a community make, you feel me? Okay, Lizzie is the last one. Righteous Blade. Oh, yeah, that's a GG. 99% chance of 303 damage. Get fucked. Okay, all that's left is a singular zombie that this guest character has kind of just been bothering with. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry. I don't really... I try not to advertise my stream in other people's channels if I can help it, and that makes it kind of difficult for me to really let people know what time it is, what time I stream. I do have my own Discord. If you're welcome to join that, it's attached to the channel. I don't have any bots yet, so you'll have to bear with me. Because honestly, a little bit ashamed to admit it, but I don't really know how to do Twitch bots so well. I should look into it more, but I just haven't. I see you joined the Discord. Welcome. Okay, fantastic. All right, so okay, so now the next thing I have to do is obviously you want a character. Now, we can do a little bit more of this off stream if you'd want it done more specifically. I'll just go ahead and mark a unit as for you. But the quick question I need to know is obviously you want a human if you want a Dragoon type. Do you want a male unit or female? Just as personal preference. Because I can also do custom portraits and things like that, much like how I've got Daff here, Washi, myself. So I just need to know. And then off camera I can do the more detailed stuff. Because I'm a forgetful sort, and if I don't label a unit as for you... Let's just go male? Okay, cool. I actually have a couple of males set aside. This is my highest level male unit, so... Just for the moment, I'm going to set you as a pumpkin. So I'll recognize you from the drop. And then I'll worry about the customization later, unless for some reason you wish to stay as the blue pumpkin. Because doing the customization is cool and all, but... I don't want to say it's boring, because it really isn't, but I don't think it's the most visually stimulating thing, to be 100% honest with you. That's why I try to do it off camera. Unless it's just like me and one person, then it's whatever. Okay, so I've gotten all the treasures except from this place. Right, there's another mini quest to be unlocked here. I didn't realize that. Oh. Cool with it for the Halloween theme, then change it after? Works for me. You heard about the gathering? One in the middle of the night in that cemetery. Shh, not so loud. Yeah, that one. You going? I don't know. Those guys are a little intense, even for me. You know what? If we're going full Halloween theme for you, Crystal, I got a quick change I'm gonna make then. Instead of you being the blue pumpkin. There we go. Actual pumpkin. Yeah, I think you'd get a kick out of that. Okay. Now, as I was saying, let me go ahead and check everyone's levels. By the way, there's a lot of classes to choose from, as you can see. I think the closest to... Yeah. There's not normally this much, but I do have some mods installed to add some classes, specifically Final Fantasy classes. Because I figure this game is basically Final Fantasy with the serial numbers filed off, how about I just add the serial numbers back on? The closest to Dragoon is probably... Werewolf, I want to say. And that's because they've got leaps and stuff like that. By the way, if you see a class labeled Superclass, those classes are for effectively until I either 1, make it to New Game Plus, or 2, max out all the other class options for a unit. All the super classes are off limits because they are designed in such a way as to be purposefully overpowered. And while I can raise the difficulty at any time, I don't think it would be very interesting because those classes are really, really powerful. Yes, there's also Lord of the Rings reference classes here, like the Númenórean, the Istari, and the Elven Archer. And then there's the Magitech Elite, which is just Terra from Final Fantasy VI. General idea there. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, right. Basically, because this isn't my first playthrough, and that's also the reason why when I do follower units, like yourself or Bagel or anyone like that, the reason I do that is every class has 2 classes. The second one, like mine's Dark Knight Vampire. Dark Knight is the class I'm leveling up, but Vampire is basically my permanent class. Each follower actually selects their own permanent class, and that means that I have to work around that. I will not change a follower's permanent class unless specifically asked to by that follower. So that keeps my units from being interchangeable. Because otherwise, why wouldn't I just, like, say, use, like, the same 10 units and then not care about anyone else if I can just change their classes? Instead, I have to work around what they chose and make each unit unique. The only unit that's obviously completely flexible, barring the story characters, which I try to avoid using unless they're required, or follower units are injured, the only one that's completely flexible is me. Because it's me. Of course I can change my class whenever I want. What are you talking about? Yeah, that was really the general idea. Now, obviously, if I don't have that particular person's class already unlocked for them, like, for example, I don't know if I have Werewolf unlocked for you yet. I do, actually. I can do, like, werewolf. Now, if you want a spear, I will have to unlock equip all for you, because I don't think there's a class that has both jump and lances. Probably because that would be too on the nose. It probably is in a mod package somewhere, but I already had to merge 2 mods together, and merging the mods in this game is a task and a half. So I hope you're okay with that. Okay, now, let's see. Vixie wanted to be a dancer, so there's that. And yes, monsters are also available as follower units. In fact, I've got quite a few requests specifically for monster units. This one's a follower, this one, and this one. These are all follower units that specifically requested those monsters. Of course, I could go into a whole tangent about the difference between monster and human character units, but oh man, that'd be a lot to talk about. Short version is humans are more flexible, monsters are more specialized. Oh, definitely not. I made absolutely sure that you can't miss death. I mean, if I had Primal as a follower, I would make the Lemon too, and you had better be damn sure that I would make his permanent class Princess. Okay, I can take 7 units. I know it says 10, but I only have 7 slots. So let's see, in the last battle, Sam got left out, so he goes onto the field. Guard got left out, she goes onto the field. Aaron got left out, he goes onto the field. And I need to make sure that you're actually properly equipped. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Oh, right. Oh, I can't sort units till after this is over, but... Looks like to me you're properly equipped, Crystal, so you go out onto the field. And then... now it's just, who do I think would fit best? I don't need Zaro for this mission because all of those are taken, so in that case... Lizzie still needs levels. And so does Bagel. And I guess the last person I'll take is... I'm going to need Yates for a story mission later, so I'm going to just go ahead and take him so he's not falling behind. And by the way, when I said princess, princess is an actual class. I meant princess. That is a guarantee is what that is. Okay, Yates can't do anything. Aaron. I thought I had Boomerang Bounce. Do I not? Whatever. Or make him a dancer. Problem is, Princess isn't gender locked because of the mod I installed, but Dancer is. The best I could do is make him a bard. Princess is and isn't a good class. It's really magically inclined, but it's holy elemental only. So the first time you run into something that can resist holy, you are now worse than useless. But Princess is actually a crazy class. It has the best magic growth in the game, but it's made out of paper mache and hopes and dreams. Emboldening chant, sure. Although, to be fair, in the same vein, Dancer is also a good class, because Dancer's got crazy debuffs. There's really no... In my experience, there really isn't much in the way of, like, completely useless joke classes. Because even the starting class Mercenary, while it isn't good, it certainly isn't terrible. Alright, Crystal, you're like crazy fast. Look at that movement speed. Okay, so every class... Yes, exactly. There are classes that are definitely situational, but there's nothing that's completely, like, a waste of breath. Okay, Yates. Okay, you don't like lightning. Is there permadeath or is that on a higher difficulty? Permadeath is a toggleable option, but there is kind of a problem with it. The way the permadeath works in this game is if you get a unit defeated and they don't have like an immunity to injury or an auto revive or something, they get an injury. The injuries are either a temporary stat debuff for a certain number of battles until they sit out and recover, or permanent if you have permanent injuries. Permadeath is an extension of permanent injuries, where they get a 5% reduction to a random stat permanently, and if they rack up 5 injuries, they're dead, and they can't be used anymore. And this works for literally every character in the game, except for the main character, Kairi, who is by default immune to injuries. The thing is, it's really easy to become immune to injuries with certain classes and certain monsters. So the reason I don't use it, even though it would be more challenging, is the way it would make me have to play the game would basically mean that I would just be constantly replacing units because of the stat debuffs, because you never run into injured enemies. So bringing an injured unit in is always exclusively a bad idea. So it would make me have to play the game in a very unfun way. Could I do it? Yes. Have I done it before? Also yes. Not fun to watch, and certainly not really very fun to play. Now, if there was a lot of demand for that, I might do it in like a New Game Plus or something. Or if there was a lot of demand from what few followers I do have. But as it stands, I don't really think it would be a good idea. I temporarily controlled that unit with Charm, by the way. It's not really on my side. I'll still have to kill it. I really should be trying to hunt down that bandit Kawa before it escapes, but it sucks to try to get close to because of how tightly packed the enemies are. I also need to figure out where the switch for the chest is on this map. I know I could just look it up online, and if I can't find it during this battle, I will just look it up. Oh, hey Aaron. Good to see you. Good to see you. I have your little goblin unit right here. They're not customized yet. They will be able to be customized shortly. Yeah, glad to have you. I'm glad to have more viewers. let's see. Okay, so that one's dead. Lizzie. Okay, best thing I can have Lizzie do is Cleansing Blade. Remove all of those buffs. Just checking to see if the switch for the chest is here for some reason. The only main difference between this and Final Fantasy Tactics, though, is one, items replenish after combat. You can't grind up items or anything. However many you get is however many you get. You can upgrade the quantity you have, but, like, you'll never have more than, like, 4 potions or anything. But you also get them back after every battle. I don't really care if Guard gets injured. She's only useful in very specific circumstances, so... Crystal, probably best if you just... Yeah, just potion yourself and get out of the way for the moment while I try to figure out what the play is here. Escape. Yeah, I saw that coming. I didn't really need anything that he had anyways. Okay, first let me just check. Nope. Okay, Aaron, throw a rock for a 110 guarantee. Okay, Sam. Double cast. Wait. Okay, what would be the play here? How much is Nameless going to do? 64, not enough. Okay, Dragon's Breath is basically nothing. Blizzard is basically nothing. Meteor is 53. Lightning Arc is 59. Unravel is 61. Okay. Best play. Double cast Meteor. Or actually do this. Probably should have done that first, but it's not gonna come back to bite me. Probably. Nope. Can't do anything there. Bagel, Exsanguinate. Okay, this bird has served me well enough. That one's asleep. Okay, 1 second. I'm just gonna... Okay, there's literally no way a normal person would have found that out. I just looked up where the treasure's supposed to be. How the fuck were you supposed to see this one? I'm not gonna have Crystal open it because Crystal still needs XP and opening chest doesn't give you XP for some reason. On the other hand, Yates doesn't really need as much XP. Open it. Pestilence. Okay, Aaron. Swarm Strike? Okay, Sam. Can you... You can't double cast Meteor. Okay, then, if only Charge Up was a spell. Single cast Meteor. Well. Looks like it'll be Bagel who's getting the final hit. Probably. Bloody Cross. Oh, evade magic. Nope. Blood Ritual. Evade magic. Right. What a wake-up call, you telling me. Oh, so he won't be getting the last hit. Oh, well. Okay, then it looks like it'll be Lizzie getting the last kill, probably. Nope, actually still no. Okay, hit him with a random debuff then. Because gambler. Back to sleep plus muted. Okay. Mute is exactly what you think it is, by the way. It is silence. Okay, Aaron, throw a rock. Got woke up by Big Rock. Gets killed and woken up by Small Rock. Okay. That treasure is done. Time to level people up. Okay, so... Aaron, are you still here? The small rock did more damage. There's a reason for that. Aaron's particular monster type is a Kawa. They're goblins that have their stats are dog shit. Like level wise, just for example, Sam is outleveled by 5 levels by Aaron. Yet Sam has better stats in every conceivable category, basically. But the thing that Kawas have is they have natural item potency, which means their items do double effects, healing and damage. Rocks do a fixed amount of damage, but they can't miss, and you only get so many of them. So, in Aaron's case, it does fixed damage, but it's doubled. So no matter what, at least 3 times a fight, if the only person that I have throwing rocks is Aaron, he will do 3 guaranteed unavoidable hits of 110. And that is basically what Aaron's niche is. He is good at items and useless at everything else. Because as I said, monsters are specialized. Well, on the other hand, Sam is a vessel and a sorcerer. He has a wide variety of spells and everything, so he can hit elemental weaknesses and everything. It's just, most humans don't tend to have a lot in the way of elemental weaknesses. So his elemental magic is less useful against humans than it is monsters. In this case, rocks are like money, I thought Vixie. Yes. That's a cool little guy. Also makes me think of Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, this red versus... I can make him blue. I can choose his color. I just made him red for giggles. Okay, but as I said, Crystal, you're still cool with the, still cool with the Halloween thing, right? Because I did say I would customize Aaron's unit on stream, and I'm 100% willing to do yours too if you want. Okay, Aaron, are you cool with red, or do you want any of these other 5 colors? You have yellow. Oh, wait. I have shadowy on, which makes you look darker. You have yellow, gray, well, grayish blue, orange, red, and white. Those are your 5 colors because you're a monster. I'm sorry. Orange. Okay, fantastic. Do you want to be light orange or dark orange? Dark orange. Okay, fantastic. Okay, last things I need are, you can have variant visuals. What these are things like wings, nose rings, halos, robotic limbs, glowing red eyes, stuff like that. If you see any of these you like, let me know. You can have up to 8. Wings. Cool. Anything else? Just wings, nothing else. Okay. I mean, it's your character, man, so... Also, do you want the speed dust around you or no? That's really just the last thing. That's it? No speed dust. Okay, cool. And now you're a winged goblin who specializes in items. There you go. Congratulations. Alright, so let's continue on with the story, and then... Oh, no, I mean, of course. It's the least I can do. I said I would do units for all of my followers. It's just a reward for you guys helping me get off the ground and actually, you know, move this channel forward. Halt. Greetings. Turn around and be gone. This will be your only warning. You know, Reiner, I don't think that patented greeting of yours is as effective as you think. You don't say, Anodyne. Sadly, I think you might have a point. Oh, now he gets it. 30 hours in, he gets it. Our leader warned us there'd be troublemakers coming this way. Oh, yeah. If you didn't know, names and such in this, other than story characters, of which this guy isn't, are actually randomized. I think last time I fought this guy, his name was like, Jameson or something. But now it's Ludwig. Our leader warned us you'd be coming this way. Your leader left other sigil members to block our path, and yet he warned you we'd be coming. Sounds like to me someone might be considered expendable. Securing a future that isn't controlled by the immortals is worth the sacrifice, something an arbiter dog like you could never understand. And you, Katya, I didn't expect to see you amidst the immortals' lackeys. You are a high-ranking member of Sigil. What happened to you? As you say, I was a high-ranking member of this organization, and even I didn't know the leader's malicious methods and true objective. What does it say about how much a grunt like ye knows of what's really going on? I know enough. Not filling me with confidence, buddy. Enough to know that I need to stop you here and now. You won't be getting in our way anymore. What's next? Iron Mouse is a queen. I'm sorry, I don't understand the reference. I thought you'd be better at this whole negotiations thing with your ransoming experience and all. I don't usually parlay. That one time was only because you caught me eye, love. Oh, that's right. Katya is thirsty for Kyrie's brother, and he has completely brushed her off. Enough. Looks like this lot means business. Defeat all foes. Simple enough. Okay, it says 10, but I can only bring 9 because I only got 9 slots. Chest here. Okay, there's only one chest I have to get, but I can optionally grab these resources here. Oh, right, I actually have 10 because Kyrie's automatically placed. Yeah, during story missions, certain characters, mostly Kyrie, the main character, will be getting randomly placed. So... there are no monsters here, so I do not need Bizarro. Okay, let's see who all I can take. Let's see, I'll just take some lower level units first, which would be Bagel and Crystal. Aaron, you're surprisingly fast, so I'm going to put you on treasure chest duty. Guard is injured, so don't have to worry. Just gonna have her sit out. Vixie. Yes, by the way, Aaron, how do you like my likeness of Vixie? As I said, she's minus some cake, but she got the spirit. Um, myself, because why not? Daff. I don't think Lizzie's ideal for this one because I'm not going to spoil anything, but this fight isn't as simple as it seems. And once Phase 2 begins, nothing that Lizzie can do will be of any help. So, on that note, Reaper and Washi. I really should, and Quacks. There we go. I'm going to have Sam sit this one out for the same reason as I'm having Lizzie sit out. That, and I haven't used Quacks very often. Wildcard Diamond, inflict random buffs, but sometimes backfire and hit a random debuff. That one got 4 buffs. Man. Molecular Infusers, I think, pass your buffs on. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm teleporting like that, bat style, that is a buff that vampires can get called bat form. It allows them to teleport, so they can't trigger traps between them and where they're going. The only way they'll trigger a trap is if they land on the square where the trap is instead of passing over it. Alright, Vixie is a dancer. First ability, oh god, if she sees that she's alluring wiggle. Alluring wiggle. Okay, this is actually the first time I've used the dancer class, so that caught me off guard. Give me a minute. I'm 100% serious. That was the first time I've seen it. That blindsided me. Okay, so Vixie's first ability as dancer is inflict charm by wiggling. Okay, Daff. There's really nothing she can do right now. Bagel, I'm going to go out on a wild limb and say the same thing. Yep. Sweet fuck all right now. That is the one bad thing about this particular battlefield, is it's rather big and there's not a lot of obstacles, so both sides just kind of spend like 2 turns walking up to each other. Okay, Crystal has now been inflicted with Root, which means, unless dispelled, can't use the move action. They are really spending a lot of time buffing. Still can't do anything. That sound from sales pitch every time just gets me. It sounds like a fucking turkey. Washi. Okay, Vixie. Do the alluring wiggle. Yeah, basically, Crystal, basically. Okay, Aaron, go over here and just take this guy's lunch money. Well, that girl's, I guess. Soul Tendril, sure. Hit him with the tentacles. Don't call Primal, he'll be into it. Daff. You don't resist Earth, so Fafnir. Oh, I was not expecting a critical. Okay, go on then. Okay, Bagel, Blood Leap. Quacks. Yeah, no kidding. And you got slapped by a very bony face trumpet by a mutant duck to get healed for like 35 to 40% of your HP. Since you really can't do anything else, just give Quacks another turn. And then Quacks, play Crystal, the Song of Your People. Wow, that is a lot of buffs. Mercurial Dance is inflict a random number of buffs on a target of your choice. 141 damage from a Jack in the Box. Okay. You know, I don't really need the experience. I'll go get the item myself. Chitin Suit. You know, that item I got from the chest, that Pestilence, I probably should have went and actually saw what it was. See, that was a trap that was randomly placed. That was a rooting trap. Even though Washi is immune to root, so the trap didn't do anything, since he stepped on it, it still forcibly ended his turn. And that's why teleportation is so important. Wiggle, wiggle. That is stupidly effective that hit twice in a row. Crystal just healed Daft because of the XP. The level difference, you get a lot of XP. Okay, Crystal's no longer stuck in place. Kyrie... Oh, you have evade attack. Alright, then. Eat a bag of dicks. And you self-revive. Because of course you do. Okay, Aaron. Go and... Actually, I'm gonna have you on... No, it can't. You can't throw that far enough, so... Throw a rock at this one. I know that they were charmed, and that probably wasn't the smartest idea, but I'll get over it. Reaper. Zol heal. Oh, right. Weakened. Well, then Dark Barrier, at least, to make Bagel really resistant to most elements. Dark Barrier, by the way, is 50% increased resistance to all elemental types that are not light. Good thing I had him equipped with Self-Revive. And these lot have basically just set themselves up for a big AoE. Daft can't reach. Damn. Okay, well... Firaga, then. That worked. Grimeye knew you'd be too strong. That's why he left us these summoning stones. And there's phase 2. What is this? I trust in our leader, everyone. Fight on. These are a type of demon. They can't move. They're basically sentient artillery. They mark a selection of tiles, either 4 tiles wide or like 9 tiles wide. And if by the time of their next turn you're still standing there, you get hit by a meteor. So don't stand there. And they also have a natural ability where if you hit them, they can slow you or root you in place. You get the idea of how they're supposed to function. They're meant to hold you in place and blow you up. Blood ritual. Quacks. Quacks does have an ability that's really cool, though. Melody, Ultrasonic Hammer. Deals magic damage that ignores defense. Quacks, give them the doot. I think I'm immune to slow, so their counter won't work on me. Any of my units that are immune to slow will be the ones dishing out the hurt. Washi. Yes, yes, it is. It is hilarious. It is so over the top, and I'm all for it. Okay, well, literally miss, and then they full heal themselves. Ain't that a bitch? Barrage 1. Now, you see where those squares are marked? Now, if anyone is on those 4 squares, on that creature's next turn, kaboom. So, yeah, don't stand there. Crystal, use a Noxious Bomb. Actually, no, just wait. You've got haste and crit up. I don't want to waste that on a debuff. Okay, this is something that I have to do just for giggles, because I was originally going to clip this, but I just think it'll be funny. You can't, oh wait, I can't do it because I can't do it until Vixie's in range of one of those turrets, but, Tame, where I still have Vixie's other class as Wrangler until she masters Dancer, she will legit pull out a bullwhip, fucking big-ass leather whip, and crack it with an audible whip crack, and that is how you recruit monsters. In fact, as I mentioned on Vixie's stream, Aaron, that is how she recruited you, the Goblin, literally cracking you over the back with a bullwhip until you listened. There's some jokes there that I'm just going to leave to marinate. Oh, nice. Aaron, throw another rock for another guaranteed 110. Reaper. Okay, I need to know, how far is Zol Beam reach? Quite a distance. Alright, Reaper's immune to slow, so I can just have him be... Actually, no. Soul Tendrils, not enough. I wonder, is this far back enough to actually use Zol Beam? It is. It's literally just enough. Laser. And to not hit any of my followers. They gotta exaggerate. Yeah. Daff. Bleed Trap. Barrage 1. Targeting right there. Okay, Bagel, you need to, well, obviously first move. But, Blood Ritual. Try to see if you can steal the last bit of health from this unit to heal yourself. And that is why Blood Knight and Vampire are so good, because they have absorption abilities. And like in pretty much any game, absorption abilities are sweet. Oh yeah, also vampires have this ability, Knight's Embrace. This is the GG attack. Let me explain. That damage. If he was bleeding, the damage would be increased even further. It takes 3 turns to charge up for a reason. Okay, Crystal. Yeah, see, like, you can't recruit this thing, because it's one of the monsters you can't recruit. But that was just for visual effect. Honestly, Crystal, I think you're best served is going here, using a Mana Stone on Daff so she can unleash another very, very brutal blast on her turn. And then moving one step away so you don't get blown up. Now, that is fire-based, so if I have any units that absorb fire or are heavily resistant to it, it won't be that big of a deal. Or if they absorb it, it's just a free heal. Washi. Yeah, use Sabotage to switch places. Quacks, Mercurial Dance on Vixie because she's kind of in no man's land. Haste. That works. Actually, wait. Better served here. I don't mind getting blown up to help Daff. Well, see, you were able to help Daff and not get blown up. Win-win. Vixie obviously can't charm the artillery. No, the fuck you do not. Yep, I'm the only mod right now. Pardon me. Honestly, I know I'm obviously a small channel and everything, but, good job, mod. Only mod here right now, because it's only me. Obviously I don't have any mods besides auto mod. Like, I know I'm a small channel, don't get me wrong, and it's usually the small channels that are kind of hard up that use services like that. But dog, my most viewers ever is like in this stream. Why target me? Okay, Vixie used Frenzy to make all the allied monsters stronger. Since Daff has access to holy magic, and these things really don't like holy, or earth for that matter. Actually, wait, they really don't like earth either. Daff has Fafnir. Give him the worm! Yeah, that's true, Crystal. That's true. Reaper, go over here and chew on this peddler. And Aaron, there's only one more rock left. Use it to secure a kill. Crystal. Well, this person's just kind of over here minding their own business. Let's make sure they regret that decision. By the way, I have another passive ability called Death Feeder, which I'm going to give to most of my units as soon as they unlock it. You get a 4% increase to all of your stats for the duration of a battle each time something dies, friend or enemy, and it goes up to a 36% increase. And since that goes across the board, if you have any abilities that increase your stats, if you have high stats in other categories, you can get some nasty synergy going on. Okay, Bagel, give it a hit. Counter slow, saw that coming. Auto mod caught you that time, didn't it, motherfucker? That is 2 in one stream. Guess the enemy can't hit itself. No, it can. Friendly fire is on in this game by default, unless you have an ability called Smart Caster. It's just, it absorbs fire, so it hitting itself with a fire-based attack is not a bad thing. That is usually, in fact, a strategy. Okay, I have to show this off just once because I know for a fact at least Aaron will get a kick out of it. Tame. You see, it's immune to being tamed, so that missed. But yeah, that's the tame ability. That's how you recruit every monster. But yeah, in fact, there's a type of enemy, the, wow, Crystal just got dropped. That is the one bad thing about having a slightly lower leveled unit, is they tend to just get KO'd out of nowhere. It's fine. Phoenix Ashes. There you go. You're back. But definitely, Crystal, much like I did with Bagel, I will probably be leveling you up off camera, so you won't have to deal with that. Okay, Kyrie, just kill this thing. Okay, one enemy left. It's really just whoever gets to him first. Honestly, I didn't even know he could pull Sniper Shot out for 150 damage out of literally nowhere. Just for giggles. Wiggle, wiggle. Alright, Crystal, time to give you your revenge. Throw a bomb at him to cripple him so he can't use his abilities anymore. And take another step forward. That was just my business. Yeah, that's just what happens with Sniper Shot. Well, I guess it's... You know what? It probably doesn't matter which one I summon, so I'm just going to go for the cool factor here. No, can't do that one. I guess no, wait, not enough. Mortal Souls? No, because that's that. Okay, just going to have to keep using Fafnir, I guess. Or... Firaga, or... Okay, Holy Locust. Close, Crystal. You didn't get KO'd by Daff. You got KO'd by the person that was last hit by Daff. Yeah, that's my bad. To be fair, I really should have leveled more units up to make up for follower units, but it's all good. 2 injuries for Crystal, which just means that Crystal will have to sit out the next 2 battles. But it's all good. Blood Ritual, Exsanguinate. Yeah, sorry, Crystal, that was me playing a little bit suboptimally. Just to try to make the battle a little bit fun, get some giggles out. So. Okay. Alright, Titan has this as an ability. At description. Do damage and inflict charm, and it's called Dominate. Their jokes just write themselves. But yeah, Crystal, you almost got KO'd by Daff. Looks like the final ability Daff's going to get is going to be Odin. She did say she wanted to be a summoner, and that's definitely a good summon. Provided he's not like he is in most Final Fantasy games where he does instant death, which doesn't work on anything. By the way, if I know, Aaron, you're not in my Discord, but obviously I'm in Vixie, so you can message me there or whatever. If you want a custom picture for your little goblin unit, just send it to me. I can crop it and put it into the game like I did for Vixie or Daff or myself or whatever. And same with you, Crystal. If you decide you want a custom image, obviously can't violate TOS, can't get me in trouble, but yeah, you can easily pick I just think that Odin's only good in the games he's not from. Yeah. Okay, but first off, one thing I need to do is sort units, manual sort. The rule is follower units go first. So, Crystal, as you are technically the latest follower unit, you're at the end of the line. But it goes like this. These 6 are the story characters. They can't be dismissed. Anything from myself to you are follower units, which get first priority in all missions. And then past this are mostly generics or people that can be follower units but currently aren't. They do the off-screen stuff like the XP boosting missions and stuff like that. Okay, you finally got Leap, you got Regenerate, and you've got Fetid Breath. I think Sturdy Grip will probably serve you well as Skirmish is good. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. I'll check it out later. Don't forget to check the items you got for. Thank you. I almost forgot. Okay, Crystal, for the moment, I'm going to set your other class because I don't really need you as Wrangler right now. Sounds good. Okay. I'm going to set you as probably Templar, because Templar is just a good secondary class when you don't have anything else. Because it has a little bit of healing, a little bit of buffs, plus a few other things that are just useful. It's not particularly amazing, but it's a great... it's just a great jack of all trades. I would call it a red mage, but it doesn't really have the elemental effects to do it. Are you... No. Good thing Automod's been catching these. Two at once? Okay. Jesus, somebody's got it out for me. What's even crazier is I'm looking at this account. It says created in 2013. You, buddy, must have clicked on something you shouldn't have. So sorry about that. I mean, I pretty much know everyone in my chat pretty well, unless there's just somebody here lurking that I've never met before, in which case, hello. So, you know, you guys I know are legit, but you can't just come into my stream and do that shit. I know I'm new at this. I ain't even been at this for like 3 weeks, but come on, I'm not that easy. Okay, but for real. If I can find any mods or if anyone's willing to volunteer, I deeply appreciate it. But I know that pretty much everyone here has their own things to deal with. Really, if there was any downside that I could ever say about this game, and it be a somewhat negative that isn't just nitpicking, is when you have a lot of units, the leveling process gets really slow. Because unless you have enough points to buy every ability, you don't get the button for auto leveling. And there is no mod for it, at least last I checked. So as such, you, when you're leveling up all of your units and you've got like this many, it gets to be a slow process. Okay, first off, who do I have that has equip all? Daft does. Okay, let me check out the new weapon I got. The Pestilence. Okay. Does a lot of melee damage. And on hit has a chance to inflict poison, root, cripple, and slow. Oof. That one is spicy. And then the shield, not the shield, the armor, right. Chitin suit. Armor built out of the shells of giant insects. Pretty good defenses across the board, and 50% resistance to lightning. I'm going to actually give that to Crystal. Because now Crystal is completely immune to electricity. Well, as long as they keep Forlorn Hope equipped. Oh, I have more materials. Gigas Fist, cool. Arcane Glove, cool. Desert Garb, Cold Armor, fine. Blood Axe is good. I might legitimately get Blood Axe for somebody, because... Just call me Mr. Lightning Rod. Because as you guys can see from the description, anytime you just do a regular attack, a regular melee attack with it, whatever damage you just dealt, you get back as health. And it's also non-elemental, so there's no resisting it. Because normally things that have health drain are normally dark elemental. This is one of the few exceptions. So that one is definitely going on the very heavily being considered list. You might ask, what's this one down here that looks very similar to the Blood Axe? That's the Blood Axe Plus. I should know because I used that way too fucking much in my first playthrough. Blood Axe. Now, who can actually equip the Blood Axe? Whoops. No, not dismissing Crystal. Whoopsie. Crystal, you can't use the axe. Wait, you can use a shield. Why the fuck did I not have you using it? You know what? No, I'm not. Oh, right, because I gave you sturdy grip. That would be why. Pardon me. I'm just a little bit stupid. I am so glad I don't have a quote bot, by the way. That would be quote fucking one at this point. And before anyone asks, will I have a quote bot? That depends. Can I keep Moop out of my stream? Okay. Let's go to the next city, Gogambob City. Two at once. Two at once. Get out. Get out. Yeah. Yeah. Don't mind me. I just need to take a second. I'm going to add their specific message to my blocked terms list. And that should stop them for a bit. I really should have done that the first time, but for some reason I thought that after the first few times it would just stop. Captain Kyrie, always welcome in Gogambob City. I see Necromancer at your side. We value your healing, Necromancer Yates, but remember, we will not allow the use of our fallen brethren for your science. Not my intention at all. I happen to be traveling with the good captain, and because of my long acquaintance with the esteemed elders, I thought I might be of assistance. Although since you raised the topic, my research has advanced significantly since we spoke. If you are willing to keep an open mind. Yates, really bad idea. Should toss Necromancer into lava, then corpses be safe. Just let me know if any assistance is required. I'll move out of the way for now, over there. I suppose the only thing that those fucking bots are doing for me right now is they're getting my have 5 different people chat in one stream goal for affiliate be met, I guess. But other than that, fuck them. I'm not particularly popular, I'll admit it, but I am not going to try to buy my way into affiliate or any type of position in Twitch. If I get there, I get there, but I'm not going to take some fucking shortcut. That time lesson, lava is always an option. Lava is indeed always an option. It is good that you have not come at behest of Necromancer. How can we help, Arbiter Kyrie? My team and I are visiting each of the sacred temples as part of the marked pilgrimage. I am here to request the Elder's permission to access the Gogambab City Temple. Oh no, temple is closed to all. Why is the temple closed? If it is a matter of security, perhaps we could help. Since you are on pilgrimage, you must know each temple houses relic. We have sensed relics being drained. Every relic but one is in our temple. Well, every relic but one in our temple. Draining relic is bad. Very bad. You seem to know quite a lot about the situation. It is complicated. Grumble, grumble. I agree. We must trust Kyrie in this. You know about ancient beasts called the Maw? The Maw not dead, only sealed away. In relic. Well, that was a twist. But that's not right. Everyone knows the first Immortals defeated the Maw centuries ago. Why would they seal it up and not destroy it? We Kawas live long, much longer than humans. Eldest Elder's grandpa alive when our people fought against the Maw. Kawas understand beasts too strong for defeat, so Immortals put beast in relics. You're telling us the ancient beast was never truly destroyed, but sealed away in these relics all this time. What's important now is relics being drained. Don't know what happens if drained. Suspect nothing good. We can help if you'll trust us. Right now we're trying to stop Sigil. They're the ones who've been draining all the relics. Sigil is draining? You are certain when you say this. He's big problem. Should toss Grimeye in lava. Grimeye and Rife arrived here not long ago. Grimeye is summoner of great knowledge and power. Rife, his good friend, sent them to temple to investigate relic problem. Smelled of dark energy. Then there's no more time for debate. If we're going to stop them, you must grant us passage to the temple. Relic must not be drained. You are always great friend to Kawas, Kyrie. We will trust you. We will stop them. Careful on way. Big, nasty monsters. It's good we can carry on to the temple, but I feel like they're holding something back. Agreed. Whatever it is, there isn't time to talk them around. Let's go. Woman's got her head on straight, I'll give her that. Okay, let's see what they got for sale in Gogambab City. Welcome to Kind Arbiter's Best Goods Here, buy lots. Okay, there's new gear. So... I guess time for me to blow an inordinate amount of money on this. Alright, I'm off to bed. Alright, later, Crystal. Have a great rest of it. Yep, thanks, man. Glad to have you stop by. And now time to go through the shops and... upgrade gear, I guess. I think I have a fair amount of money. My gear doesn't need upgraded, I don't think. Well, actually... yeah, the Malcubus helm is cool, but I don't need it. I'll just take the Dendrite helm. Yeah, sorry if I'm not saying much right now. It's really just go down the list, buy the best stuff until you run out of money, and then sell off the crap you don't need, rinse and repeat. There's really not a lot to this particular part of the game. There's really nothing I can add to this. I'm not gonna worry about upgrading the other people just yet because I might need some more money later. I need to leave and come back. Little one, I see you've made it home safely. Yes, thanks to kind arbiters and friends. Good trip, good trade, good travels. Big thank you. Receive Dragon Scale Mail. Henge Fragment 4. Now I is one to help. Okay, so now I've unlocked him as the merchant. I don't think he sells much different. I don't think. I'll have to... I'm checking, but I don't think he sells too terribly much different. But that Dragon Scale Mail is definitely useful. And... Alright, it's just... He doesn't sell anything better just yet, but... Let's see how good that Dragon Scale Mail is. Woof. That's some good armor. Guess I'll give it to Daff because she's one of my strongest units that wears heavy armor besides me. And I've already got the soul armor on. Okay, now that I've got the best shop unlocked, first thing is guild. Time to set up some missions with the mooks. Unlock large battle. Talented arcane magic user. Dark magic. Or I can just send 5 people to force a victory. I think I'll probably just send 5 people to force a victory. Bring a healer. Do I even have one out of this group? Not really. And okay. Now, let's get those hunts done, because... Actually, wait. Lodestar Henge. This unlocks... Technically yes and technically no, another story unit. It's actually a reference to another game that this company has made. What a bizarre structure. I wonder what it could be for. The henge fragment is reacting to it. Alright. Nothing. There are 3 more indentations that look like as though they would fit more fragments. I have a feeling if we gather the other fragments, something will be revealed. You don't say, lass. I already got all 4 fragments. Just go ahead and do it. We have all 4 henge fragments now. Let's see what happens. This is the last one. Someone appeared. And he's not alone. Defeat all foes. Kairu and Kairi must survive. Alright then. You know what? Since this is a story mission, how about I just take story characters? I do actually have to take Zaro here, so. Wait. Pardon me a moment. That mission is slightly bugged. So, if you ever see me look around the map and then pause and restart randomly, there's a reason for that. It is the mission is probably bugged due to the cutscene. And as such, I kind of have to, you're kidding me. It's still bugged. Okay, let's try this one more time. I don't understand why this happens. It's very specific missions that tend to be kind of buggy. And for exactly no reason at that. Okay. It worked that time. So. Zaro. Katya. Anodyne. Reiner. Now, I will have to make a very slight adjustment. For this mission and this mission alone, I am going to be setting Anodyne as a Wrangler. Because I want to try to recruit that Daemon. And this is like the easiest time to do that. Since he is literally right there. Okay. Let's just go ahead and pick off the ones that I know I don't want. Oh, Kyrie can't do anything yet. That damage, though. State your intentions. Are you friend or foe? Hey there, I come in peace. So you say, what of those demons? I doubt they're the peaceful type. I was fighting them when I got transported here, wherever here is. We're in Centena's Highlands. Ah yes, Centena. Could you remind me where Centena is exactly? One of the major cities of Teora, of course. What remote land do you hail from that you never heard of Centena? A place very distant from here, I'm guessing, but we should take care of those demons now and talk later. Probably a good call. Oh, you guys can use magic here? All arbiters are trained in the way of magic. Did you not know we're arbiters? I know now. In any event, I'm glad to hear magic is a thing around here. Okay, so that one is dealt with. Okay, that one's eliminated. Okay. So he keeps himself alive, that's good. Let's see. 72% to sleep. Okay, don't have to worry about him now, for the moment. And now I won't have to worry about him at all. Okay. Okay, let's see if Katya can... Okay, he can't be slept. Yeah, it's probably just better to use pick off. One for all. Well, yeah, One for All is definitely working out. It's really overpowered with guns, or any ranged weapon for that matter. Boomerang bounce to push him away. There we go. Nobody in any real danger. Holy Burst. Because of that weakness to Holy. Alright, Anodyne. Go here, and 15% chance, send it. Well, I tried. Let's do another Silverhorn. Okay, Zaro, just get out of the way. Well, didn't really want that to happen, but okay. I'll get another chance later. Harvester and Malcubus classes have been unlocked for Bizarro. Now, can you tell me who you are and how you got here? My name's Kairu, and honestly, I have no idea how I ended up here. Although I'm guessing this portal must have plucked me from Artania somehow and deposited me here. Were you, by chance, just now fiddling with the portal? My experience is that portals tend to activate as the direct result of fiddling, or the proximity of mighty magical artifacts. I was indeed trying to activate the device, although I had no idea it would bring you here, Kairu. My apologies, I promise I'll do my best to return you to your home. No worries, truth be told, I had hoped the portal would lead me somewhere interesting, and it seems to have done exactly that. I've been meaning to ask, what is this mark you bear? You mean the mark? It's the son of the marked, and enters me in the pilgrimage to become one of the immortals of the land. Why do you ask? I've seen its like before, back home. Say, could I accompany you on this pilgrimage? If you wish, my fiddling, as you call it, brought you here, so I feel responsible. Why do you wish to join us? Our journey will be quite dangerous. Let's just say your mark is giving me an idea about what awaits at the end of the journey, and this time, in any event, I won't slow you down, I promise. I've been about similar business before. What business is that? You know, saving the world, etc. Not quite the same thing as what we're doing, but you're welcome to join us nonetheless. Excellent. Kairu has joined your team. Alright, abilities. Kyrie has mastered Blood Knight. So... I guess now let's make her a Magic Knight. Let's see. The Enhancer. Wait. Oh. I don't have any more. Oh. Easy fix. Go get another one. Can I buy one here? Because it should be that the shops actually update. They do indeed. I like 4 of them. Okay. Well, I think that it is probably a good idea, in all reality, to start winding the stream down. Because, well, the only thing really to do here is mostly much longer battles. I don't really want to stretch the stream out too long tonight due to reasons. I'm sorry, I just don't want to talk about it. And, you know, I think that this was a good run, good stream, and yeah, I think that this is a good point. Feels right. So I'm going to finish leveling up the units, and then sorry about that. Finish leveling up the units, and then I guess we can call it. Does anyone have any raid suggestions? Anyone at all? If not, I can look through my list of people that I have and see if anyone's on. Okay, I'll worry about these no-name guys off camera. I've got all the important people taken care of. So let me go ahead and set up submissions. And then I'll see if there's somebody to raid. Thanks everyone for coming out. Glad to have you all show up. It's a great time. I'm just sending whoever because it doesn't really matter since, again, I'm going to go offline. So I'm going to go ahead and save. Yes, new slot, save. Fantastic. Alright, now let's see who's online, shall we? That was weird. Oh. Haru's online. Okay. Let's raid Haru. So, thanks everyone for coming out. Great having everyone. And I will see you all next time. Roughly the same time. It'll either be tomorrow or Friday. So, stick around if you want to raid Haru with me. Thanks for coming out. I'll see you all in the next stream. Peace.